Hi, my Bible reading for today is Ecclesiastes chapter 2. This is written by Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived on earth. Some of the explanations of Ecclesiastes chapter 2, I'm going to read them before I'm going to read the verses. So, pleasure, this also was vanity according to Solomon. Solomon speaks from personal experience when he says that pleasure, wealth, and cultural experiences cannot bring real satisfaction, happiness, and fulfillment. Rather, all of this can leave us feeling empty and disillusioned. Oh, lasting peace, fulfillment, and joy come only from taking pleasure in God and His purpose. Let me read that again. Lasting peace, fulfillment, and joy come only from taking pleasure in God and His purposes. Verses 12 to 17. Wisdom and folly. Solomon saw a temporary but important advantage of living wisely on earth because a wise person is likely to have less trouble than a foolish one. Oh, definitely, we agree to that. Yet, when life is coming to an end, the advantages appear to be cancelled out at death. So he sees earthly wisdom as having no permanent worth if not used to promote God's eternal plans. Earthly wisdom as having no permanent worth if not used to promote God's eternal plans. Yes. Explanation of verses 18 to 23. Hated all my toil in which I toil. Human labor, our work, if not dedicated to God, has no permanent value, as stated in Colossians 3:23. Even the things we own and the honors we gain in life are left behind after death and may be misused or wasted by someone else. That's true. Everything we have here, maybe we have a beautiful house, a car, education or fame. This will be all vanity when we die. And who knows, says Solomon, whoever will inherit the things that we have, hopefully they're going to use it for good. Verses 24 to 26. From the hand of God. The author reaches two conclusions. Eating, drinking, and working, in fact, all activities in life can bring satisfaction only if one has a personal relationship with God. Only if one has personal relationship with God. One who created us and the one who enables us to find enjoyment in life. Yes, it is only by the grace of God that we can enjoy life, bringing us the blessings, people that we need, and everything. God gives true wisdom, knowledge, and joy to those who trust Him and prove it by their actions. We must view life as a gift from God and allow Him to work out His purpose for us. We have a purpose here on earth, and let us allow God to fulfill His purpose in us. Now I'm going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Thank you, God. I said in my heart, "Come now, I will test you with pleasure. Enjoy yourself. But behold, this also was vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of pleasure, what use is it? I search with my heart how to cheer my body with wine, my heart still guiding me with wisdom, and how to lay hold on fully, till I might see what was good for the children of men to do under heaven during the few days of their life. Verse 4. I made great works. I built houses and planted vineyards for myself. I made myself gardens and parks and planted in them all kinds of fruit trees. I made myself pools from which to water the forest of growing trees. Imagine the vast of work. I bought male and female slaves and had slaves who were born in my house. I had also great possessions of herds and flocks, more than any who had been before in Jerusalem. So Solomon was so rich. I also gathered for myself silver and gold and the treasure of kings and provinces. I got singers, both men and women, and many concubines, and delight of the sons of men. Many concubines, as Solomon. I cannot imagine lots of concubines, how he divides himself or the days of the week with those lots of concubines. So I became great and surpassed all who were before me in Jerusalem. Also, my wisdom remained with me. And whatever my eyes desired, I did not keep from them. I kept my heart from no pleasure, for my heart found pleasure in all my toil, and this was my reward for all my toil. So what was the reward? Then I considered all that my hands had done, and the toil I had expended in doing it. And behold, all was vanity. All was vanity. And a striving after wind, and there was nothing to be gained under the sun. So you can imagine lots of women, pleasures, parks, wealth, properties. But still, nothing. He said, nothing to be gained under the sun. Oh. So I turned to consider wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do who comes after the king? Only what has already been done. Then I saw that there is more gain in wisdom than in folly, as there is more gain in light than in darkness. I agree to that. The wise person has his eyes on his head, but the fool walks in darkness, and yet I perceive that the same event happens to all of them. Then I said to my heart, what happens to the fool will happen to me also. Why then have I been so very wise? And I said in my heart that this also is vanity. For my heart that this is also vanity. For of the wise, as of the fool, there is no enduring remembrance, saying that in the days to come, all will have been long forgotten. That's true. How the wise dies just like the fool. So I hated life, because what is done under the sun was grievous to me. For all is vanity and striving after the wind. So you can just imagine the emptiness in which Solomon had experienced with all those riches, everything that he wanted. He got it, but still he said that it's all vanity. The vanity of toil. I hated all my toil, in which I toil under the sun, seeing that I must leave it to the man who will come after me. That's true, because all of us will die, and we are going to leave whatever we have here on earth. And who knows whether he will be wise or a fool? Yet he will be master of all which I toil and use my wisdom under the sun. This is also vanity. So Solomon is saying that after he dies, who knows those people or the person who will be inheriting his wealth and the things that he did after the work. Who knows if they're wise as well, just like him. Verse 20. So I turned about and gave my heart up to despair over all the toil of my labors under the sun. Because sometimes a person who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave everything to be enjoyed by someone who did not toil for it. This also is vanity and great evil. You see the reasoning of Solomon, verse 21. Because sometimes a person who has toiled with wisdom and knowledge and skill must leave everything to be enjoyed by someone who did not toil for it. Because we're going to leave everything. What has a man from all the toil and striving of heart with which he toils beneath the sun? For all his days are full of sorrow, and his work is vexation. Even in the night his heart does not rest. This also is vanity. There is nothing better for a person than that he could eat and drink and find enjoyment in his toil. This also, I saw, is from the hand of God. For apart from him, who can eat or who can have enjoyment? So if we eat, we enjoy the things that we have, that is a blessing from God. Because we have life, we can do things, we can move. That is all by the grace of God. For the one who pleases him, God has given wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner, he has given the business of gathering and collecting, only to give to one who pleases God. This also is vanity and striving after wind. Praise the Lord. Thanks for listening. So everything is vanity, according to Solomon. So be wise. So our prayer is God will give us wisdom to be able to use the talent and the life that He had given us for His purpose. Our purpose here on earth, one of our purpose is that to praise and worship Him. Thank you for watching. Shalom, shalom.